At this year's Womenomics Global Summit 2025, the core theme is inclusive leadership shaping sustainable workplaces. And it's never been more important to focus on that, because today leaders don't just create companies, they need to create cultures. And we're really looking forward to an amazing program today.
We have a space filled with people who actually have the resources and the mindset to make real and sustainable change.
Inclusive growth is about rising GDP, but bringing everyone along, making sure that everyone benefits. It's about creating the education opportunities and creating economic opportunities for all.
Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, our panel.
So the world is really changing and changing very fast. I think for the first time we all agree that technology is advancing at a pace that is much faster than our capability as a society to cope with.
Show resilience around being steadfast on your purpose, your values, and then of course consider what is happening in the world around you, but continue to operate on purpose and on values.
At the BMW Group, we are convinced that different perspectives and different talents make our company even stronger.
And in the 7 years that I've been running corporate innovation teams, what I've learned is that diversity coupled with inclusive leadership, what you get is more creativity and innovation.
So when we think about diversity, equity, and inclusion, we often think of it as being by women for women, or by minorities and for minorities. If we are to truly succeed in creating equitable, inclusive, and sustainable workplaces, we also have to succeed in engaging men as partners in progress.
We focus on making sure that the teams can be high-performing teams through curiosity, role modeling, making sure that we listen to each other and that we bring diversity of thought forward in everything that we do.
Neurodiversity is much more than the stereotypical views that we've had on it for years. It can represent dyslexia, ADHD, autism, things we cannot measure. But it all adds to the diversity of thought we need in our companies to innovate and grow.
Putting emphasis on gender equality and equality in general has really contributed to our countries being stable and prosperous and economically strong. We need leaders who balance ambition with responsibility. From an inclusive growth perspective, we need leaders who are thinking about the long-term value. We need leaders who understand the value of social impact.
At our university, as a higher education institution, we are here to support women in their careers. We are particularly interested in seeing women in those sectors where we are not seeing them represented enough, but we can do this alone. So that's why building bridges with other networks and communities and being together with Womenomics, we can do much more. Only as a community we can be agents of change, and that's why this relationship makes so much sense.
9.5%. I won't ask you the question of what it is today, because I'm going to tell you what the representation of women is today. Today, in the report that we issued in February, that representation has gone up to 43%.
We are very proud to have signed a strong partnership and collaboration with Helle Thorning-Schmidt, the first female Prime Minister of Denmark, and it fits perfectly into our strategy of women's advancement and inclusion and diversity.
Now we are ready for the Womenomics Award ceremony.
We wanted to invest in underrepresented founders that typically are receiving less capital or not even receiving any capital, but with bold ideas, incredible innovations that we all know could change the world.
I use my expertise and, more importantly, the voice and the power and the expertise of thousands of Microsoft employees and the disabled community to help us to build more accessible products that power not just me, but the 1.3 billion people with disabilities around the world.
It's a true honor to receive the Climate Award because it really combines my two major passions, climate action and equality. Climate truly is the major challenge of our time.
please welcome on the stage the recipient of this year's Womenomics Impact Award, Simedjan.
So the next 11 days, I was witnessing a historical moment of a very, very controversial withdrawal from Afghanistan. It sent a lot of love, courage, energy and strength to all those people out there, especially women and children, who are suffering right now, while we are so privileged to sit in this beautiful building.
I want you all to show the world that indeed hope is a strategy. Thank you.